Welcome, people. We're here for the recap review of the Oval. I'm so happy the Oval is back, and so we're gonna start recapping it. And I am sure that we're in the middle of a season because it was a season break, so it's not a new season. But that will be on the video, all right? What episode it was and all that good stuff. So, before I continue on, please like the video, click the like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. All right. Okay, so we start off right where the episode left off in the mid-season, where Barry has stupidly gone to meet with the raccoon, even though his father told him to wait for him and that he would go with him. But he decided to go by himself because man a man can do a man can take care of himself. So if you like, he can't take care of himself, so him go by himself. So of course they kick his ass and then they stick him in the van and they have kidnapped him. So Ruth is telling him, so basically, um, you cause enough trouble because you're on the internet, you're on social media, talking negatively about the raccoon, and the elders want to talk to you. And I think she's low key trying to tell him to make sure that you're just do what they want or do what they say or cooperate then so that you don't get hurt. But she can't really say it like that because other people are listening. So she's like telling him you need to be respectful and things like that. So we'll see what happens with that. But he's a hothead, so we'll see what happens. All right, so Sam gets to the police station. He wants to get all the information for the crime scene for Jane or Jean. Jean, her name is Jean. That's the housekeeper that the first son killed and left under his bed. So and then of course the POTUS and FOTUS or FLOTUS um took the body and stuffed it in a chest, and then they took the body out. Now they have planted it at the ex-boyfriend's apartment to make it look like there's some kind of murder suicide. So Sam doesn't know all this, but he knows something's fishy, right? So he goes to get the information from the police guy. And the police guy's like, listen, the DOJ is on this. And so when I give this, I'm basically stalling. So I'm going to give you this information now. When they come back, I'm going to go tell them, say, Sam's like, just blame it on me. He's like, you sure about that? He's like, yeah, if anything, you can always blame it on me. So Sam takes the information and go, right? So then they get to Kyle, and Kyle's in the control room, because they are they've seen like they've discovered the cabin, and well of course like it's a setup by Kyle and Donald, where they're thinking that these people in the cabin are terrorists. And they're plotting to kill the president. So Kyle's like, all right, we need to attack. We need to send in an airstrike. And the captain's like, no, we need to get approval for that. It's like, Kyle's like, I'm the approval. The captain's like, no. So, anyways, Kyle takes him to Donald and, basically tells Donald this is where they are, the terrorists. But of course, we know they're talking about Bobby and Max. And we need to airstrike. So Donald goes in and gets the president's approval. President approves it, of course, even though the first lady's like, wait, why are we doing this? No, 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 no. But he's like, I'm the president, okay? Because she doesn't know actually what's going on. So they approve it. So that's been approved. And Kyle's basically still giving Donald attitudes like, I'm still mad at you. Okay? I'll be mad at you too. So and then they show Ellie gets home. So Ellie gets to her apartment and her boyfriend Alan is still there. And I don't know if you call him boyfriend, ex-boyfriend. I don't want to. Well, she wants him to be ex-boyfriend, but that's some man and I come like in no shame. So I mean, he busting on the president and her having sex. So he knows his woman is having sex with the president. And he knew that before, even before he seen it, but you see it now, so now you have proof. On top of that, the president in the hallway, right in front of him, taunts him, tells him, she's mine now, I'll have her any way I want to, kisses her right in front of him, and all of that. And he still wants to be with her. He's like still arguing with her. So they're at the house now arguing. He wants her to, let's get back to how we used to be, whatever, whatever. She's like, listen, me not come here for there with you. Me come here because I want to make something of myself. So if that takes sleeping with the president, then that's what it takes. I'm gonna sleep with the president because I'm gonna be somebody. Oh no, fuck. It's like I'm gonna be somebody. So she basically tells him, listen, you can stay here if you want to, but I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. So so then of course he's still mad. He's more mad at the president more than ever. So we'll see what goes with that because that little boy, the president's son, is trying to get in his head. So this will probably be an opening for the little boy to get in his head even more. Right? So where am I at? So after that, oh, this okay, because I'm like I already said all of that. So then Donald goes home, right? And Lily is there waiting for him, right? So Lily is all cocky and she's like, listen, you can't do anything to me. He's like, really? She's like, you can't do anything to me. You can't even kill me. Here, choke me. Choke me. So he calls Kyle. He's like, all right, fine. We called Kyle for do it. So he called Kyle for do it, right? But meantime, she's telling him, listen, if anything happens to me, there are 28, count them, 28 reporters out there with information, with keys. That anything happens to me, they're going to get the information. So they all have the keys. They'll get the information. Anything happens to me. All of this, I'm sure you don't want to get out. Because he's definitely afraid of people finding out he's bisexual. And she probably has other information on stuff that he's done. So of course he calls Kyle back and says stand down, and then she lays down all her rules. She wants the master bedroom, so he has to stay in the guest room, and she will have sex with whoever she wants to have sex with, and um and do whatever she wants to do. So he's like, well, that means I can have sex with whoever I want to have sex with in this house, right? She's like, sure, anybody except for Kyle. She's threatened by Kyle. She doesn't like Kyle. Anyways, meanwhile, Kyle is shows up at Dell's job while Dell's closing up. And Dell's closing up because the pharmacist, Karam, he decides, or he's already decided that from a long time anyway, he wants Sharon, even though Sharon is pregnant with another man's child, he wants Sharon and he's told Dell to lock up because he's taking Sharon out, right? And so Sharon's like, what about your ex girlfriend? She's their baby mama. And, they mentioned her name. I think her name is Michelle. I'm like, okay, all right, I guess Michelle's getting ready to come into the show. She's going to come into the picture somehow. But anyway, so they go off and Dell's locking up. So he locks up and there's Kyle waiting for him. And Kyle's like being all cocky, like, okay, you're coming with me. Get in my car. Don't get in that piece of crap truck that you're about to get in. Let's get into my vehicle. And Dell's like, no, I'm not coming with you. You're too arrogant. What you think? How you think you be? You think you can just come and say, come, I mean, come? Like, no, it don't work like that. Kyle's like, but nobody can resist me, right? Meanwhile, he has disabled this young man's car. This young man is determined though, and he's like, no, I am not coming with you. Right? So he doesn't go. So I was like, okay, you go Dell, good for you. He's like, um, because Kyle's just using Dell anyway because he's really just in love with Donald. Kyle's all kinds of an asshole, right? But I love Kyle. I just love Kyle. I don't know. I know he's an asshole, but I love him. Alright, so Sam gets home and Priscilla is waiting for him, right? And this a woman yeah, who for how much months now or weeks or whatever, I feel like it's months. Nah get a man nothing. Every minute she says she tired. I mean like I'm never giving any man any excuse to cheat. But girl, you can't be tired all the time. I mean, all you gotta do is maybe lay there, put your foot up a little bit. I mean, come on, you can't be tired all the time. But anyway, all of a sudden now she's all decked out in lingerie and she's like waiting for him. So of course, right away, you know that she knows. She knows and she's setting him up, right? But so he's like, no, 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 let me take a shower, let me take a shower. And he's like, and she's like, no, I want you just the way you are. And he's like, so he starts to get suspicious. Is like, what's going on? She's like, we don't lie to each other, right? He's like, okay. So, did you sleep with that woman in the yellow room? Did you sleep with that woman in the yellow room? So, Sam's like, okay, I guess I'm caught. So, Sam basically has to admit it. He doesn't have to admit it, she knows already. And then so Priscilla starts yelling and screaming at him, telling him to get out of my MF house and don't you ever come back and all of that good stuff. So so Sam leaves and goes straight to Richard's house. So he's ready, he's like so mad at Richard because Richard must have been the one to tell. So Richard is in a film on a misery. So Richard's like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but you need to get the hell out of my face, right? So and Sam's like, you told, whatever. And Richard's like, listen, it's why we have the same training, it's so we have the same temperament. I'm not in the mood, get out of my face. Sam can't hear him, Sam can't even see that he's himself is in the mood, so then they both start fist fighting. And of course, the nosy neighbor is out there. She was out there listening all the time. And she's like yelling, Nancy, Nancy, come out. And then she's yelling, I'm going to call the police. I'm going to call the police. Is that you, Sam? Sam, is that you? Sam, is that you? So Nancy comes out because, um, Sam's basically kicking Richard's ass because Sam's a little bit younger and I would assume it looks like to me, and probably of course he'll be a little bit fitter, of course, because he's in security, he's Secret Service, so he beats Richard up, but Richard was putting up a good fight, and Nancy comes out and stops them. Nancy tells Sam to go home and they get inside and of course Nancy tries to help Sam, or Sam's not having anything to do with Nancy, so Richard doesn't want anything to do with Nancy. Richard's still mad as hell at Nancy, um as anybody would be. So then we get to Lily's boyfriend arriving at the cabin. Bobby, his name is Bobby. So Bobby arrives at the cabin and he says to Max, so Max tells him no that he ventured out today. He went to look at the site where the cult is, and basically had to kill one of the men. And Bobby's like, "Why the hell did you do that?" It's like, "Well, had to be done. Anyway, we got to get out of here." And Bobby's like, "No." So um, Bobby tells Max that Donald, caught them in bed, caught him and Lily in bed, but Lily didn't want to leave. And then so Max like, she flipped. And Bobby's like, no, no, she didn't flip. So they start arguing about it, and Bobby's like, Max wants to leave and everything. So then, during the middle of their argument, Max is like, shut up, shut up, shut up. He's like, he can hear, I guess he hears the something coming in. So he like rushes them both out of the house and they both jump out of the cabin just in the nick of time before that bomb comes in to, basically destroy the entire cabin. So they both jump out in the nick of time. And we know they're still alive. If it was gonna be written where they died, they wouldn't have even jumped out. So that was the episode. It was a good episode. I felt like there was a lot. I felt like a lot of things happened in the episode, even though we didn't see the president's son and we didn't have much of Victoria and her antics. But I felt like that was a lot of things happened in that episode. So it was pretty good. I'm looking forward to the rest of the season, see what happens with Barry and the raccoon. I wanna I have no idea what's going on with Ruthless because I don't have BET Plus. Of course, I'm in Jamaica. I don't have BET Plus, but I'm trying to find it online, but I'm not finding any new episodes. So I don't even know where they're at with that. So I can't tell what's happening, or what's going on because the last I knew, Ruth was trying to break out of that place. So, but right now she seems like she's in it. But anyways, well, I want to see what happens with that. Of course, I want to see what happens with everybody, you know, and my lovely Kyle, of course. Love Kyle. All right, well, that's it for this episode. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Sisters. All right, thanks for watching.